Welcome to our Zen2Fit yoga class, where the ancient wisdom of yoga meets the convenience of modern technology. At the heart of our Zen2Fit yoga class lies the belief that yoga is not just a physical practice, it is a holistic way of life that can positively impact every aspect of your daily existence. Together, let's cultivate mindfulness, strength, and joy as we navigate the highs and lows of everyday life through the transformative power of yoga. Today's class is all about back flexion flow, embracing a fluid spine. Come, let us step onto the mat and embrace the art of living with grace, compassion, and resilience. Namaste. Grounded in mountain pose, we stand tall, aligning our body and mind as we prepare to flow through our practice. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart, toes pointing forward, and arms relaxed by your sides. Distribute your weight evenly on both feet, grounding through the four corners of each foot. Engage your core by drawing your navel toward your spine. Lengthen your spine, lifting the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Roll your shoulders back and down, opening your chest. Allow your arms to naturally hang by your sides, palms facing forward. Soften your gaze and relax your facial muscles. Breathe deeply and evenly, finding a steady and balanced posture. Feel a sense of rootedness through your feet and a lengthening sensation through your spine. Engage your leg muscles by lifting your kneecaps slightly and activating your thighs. Draw your shoulder blades gently toward each other to create a sense of openness in your chest. Find a natural, steady breath pattern, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Mountain pose is a foundational posture that promotes stability, proper alignment, and a sense of groundedness. It helps improve posture, body awareness, and breath control. Folding forward in a forward fold, we release tension in the hamstrings and lower back, fostering flexibility and relaxation. Begin in a standing position at the front of your mat with your feet hip-width apart. Engage your core by drawing your navel toward your spine. Inhale deeply, lengthening your spine and lifting through the crown of your head. Exhale slowly, hinging from your hips, and fold forward. Bend your knees as much as needed to maintain a flat back. Allow your upper body to drape over your legs, relaxing your head and neck. Place your hands on the ground. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, allowing your upper body to release tension. Shift your weight slightly forward, feeling the stretch in the back of your legs. Modify the pose by bending your knees as much as necessary to maintain a comfortable stretch. Breathe deeply and relax into the pose, letting gravity gently deepen the stretch. To come out of the pose, engage your core, inhale, and slowly rise up, stacking your spine vertebra by vertebra. Keep your head and neck relaxed as you return to a standing position. Take a moment to notice any changes in your body and breath after the pose. Remember to honor your body's limits and never force yourself into a deep fold. Forward fold pose helps release tension in the hamstrings, stretches the back, and promotes a sense of relaxation and calmness. Transitioning through upward salute and forward fold, we energize our being and then surrender into a calming forward bend, inviting balance. Begin standing in mountain pose with your feet hip-width apart and your arms alongside your body. Inhale deeply and raise your arms out to the sides and overhead. Engage your core and lengthen your spine, lifting your chest upward. Gently tilt your head back and look upward, keeping your neck relaxed in upward salute pose. Feel the energy flow in upward salute pose. Now, exhale slowly, hinging from your hips, and fold forward. Bend your knees as much as needed to maintain a flat back. Allow your upper body to drape over your legs, relaxing your head and neck in standing forward fold. Place your hands on the ground. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Engage your core, inhale, and slowly rise up, stacking your spine vertebra by vertebra. Keep your head and neck relaxed as you return to a standing position. Let us repeat this flow several times. Inhale deeply and raise your arms out to the sides and overhead to upward salute pose. Gently tilt your head back and look upward. Keep your shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. Exhale slowly, hinging from your hips, and fold forward. Breathe deeply and relax into the pose, feeling release of tension in the hamstrings. Inhale and slowly rise up, stacking your spine vertebra by vertebra. Keep going. This flow stimulates digestion and relieves mild anxiety and mild depression. Upward salute pose lengthens and opens the spine, enhances lung capacity and deep breathing, and promotes circulation and energy flow. Great job! Moving to garland pose and then standing forward bend, we open the hips and stretch the hamstrings, grounding ourselves while finding release. Start by standing tall at the front of your mat with your feet slightly wider than hip width apart in mountain pose. Turn your toes outward at a comfortable angle, creating space for your hips to open. On an exhale, bend your knees and lower your hips down toward the ground, coming into a deep squat position. Garland pose. As you lower into the squat, bring your palms together at your heart center. Press through your feet and rise back up to a standing position. Exhale slowly, hinging from your hips, and fold forward. Bend your knees as much as needed to maintain a flat back. Allow your upper body to drape over your legs, relaxing your head and neck. Place your hands on the ground in standing forward fold. Engage your core, inhale, and slowly rise up, stacking your spine vertebra by vertebra. Keep your head and neck relaxed as you return to a standing position. Now, let us repeat this several times. Squat to garland pose. Hands by your heart. Keep your chest lifted and your shoulders relaxed. You are doing great. Press through your feet and engage your leg muscles to rise back up to a standing position. Exhale slowly, hinging from your hips, and fold forward. Shift your weight slightly forward, feeling the stretch in the back of your legs, hamstrings. Rise back up to a standing position. Garland pose. Press your elbows gently against your inner knees to gently open your hips and deepen the stretch. Breath into the pose. Mountain pose. Forward fold. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, allowing your upper body to release tension. Keep going, you are doing great. Yogi squat pose opens the hips, stretches the groin and lower back, and improves mobility. Standing forward fold pose helps release tension in the hamstrings, stretches the back, and promotes a sense of relaxation and calmness. Shifting into downward facing dog. Start on your hands and knees, with your hands shoulder width apart and your knees hip width apart. Tuck your toes under and lift your knees off the ground, pressing your hips up towards the ceiling. Straighten your arms and legs as much as you comfortably can, while maintaining a slight bend in your knees if needed. Spread your fingers wide and root down through your palms, creating a stable foundation. Lengthen your spine by reaching your tailbone towards the sky and pressing your chest towards your thighs. Relax your head and neck, allowing them to hang naturally between your arms. Engage your core muscles by drawing your belly button towards your spine. Press your heels towards the ground, feeling the stretch in the back of your legs. Take slow, deep breaths, focusing on lengthening and releasing tension with each exhalation. Hold the pose for a few breaths. To release, gently lower your knees back down to the ground and come back to a kneeling position. Downward facing dog stretches the whole body, strengthens the upper body, lengthens the spine, and relieves tension and stress. We stretch the entire body, creating an inverted V shape that promotes strength and flexibility. Start on your hands and knees, with your hands shoulder width apart and your knees hip width apart. Tuck your toes under and lift your knees off the ground, pressing your hips up towards the ceiling. Straighten your arms and legs as much as you comfortably can, while maintaining a slight bend in your knees if needed. Lengthen your spine by reaching your tailbone towards the sky and pressing your chest towards your thighs in downward facing dog pose. Engage your core muscles by drawing your belly button towards your spine. Hold the pose for a few breaths. Step your left foot front between your arms and stand up, allowing your right heel to stay off the ground and your right toes pointing slightly outward. Bend your left knee, creating a 90-degree angle with your front leg. Keep your back leg straight and engage the muscles of your right leg. On an inhale, raise your arms overhead, reaching up toward the ceiling into crescent lunge pose. Engage your core by drawing your navel toward your spine. Soften your gaze, finding a focal point for balance and stability. Now, let us repeat this flow several times, this time with other side. Slowly lower your arms and return to downward facing dog pose. Spread your fingers wide and root down through your palms, creating a stable foundation. Press your heels towards the ground, feeling the stretch in the back of your legs. Step your right foot front between your arms and stand up, allowing your left heel to stay off the ground and your left toes pointing slightly outward. Bend your right knee, creating a 90-degree angle with your front leg. Keep your back leg straight and engage the muscles of your left leg. On an inhale, raise your arms overhead, reaching up toward the ceiling into crescent lunge pose again. Engage your core by drawing your navel toward your spine. Breathe deeply and hold the pose. Slowly lower your arms and return to downward facing dog pose. Relax your head and neck, allowing them to hang naturally between your arms. Take slow, deep breaths, focusing on lengthening and releasing tension with each exhalation. Let us alternate sides. Step your left foot front between your arms and stand up. Bend your left knee, creating a 90-degree angle with your front leg. On an inhale, raise your arms overhead, reaching up toward the ceiling into crescent lunge pose. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, keeping your neck and face relaxed. Keep your chest lifted and your spine lengthened. Slowly lower your arms and return to downward facing dog pose. Keep going. You are doing great. Crescent lunge pose strengthens the legs, stretches the hip flexors, opens the chest, and promotes balance and stability. Downward facing dog stretches the whole body, strengthens the upper body, lengthens the spine, and relieves tension and stress. Easing into downward facing dog and crescent lunge, we combine grounding and strength, inviting expansion and balance. Transitioning to plank pose and low plank, we engage the core and build upper body strength, promoting stability and endurance. Begin in a high plank position with your hands shoulder width apart, fingers spread wide, and your body in a straight line. Shift your weight forward, engaging your core and keeping your elbows close to your body. Slowly lower your body down while maintaining a straight line from your head to your heels. As you lower, stop when your upper arms are parallel to the floor. You can modify the pose by placing your knees on the ground. To release from the pose, press into your hands, straighten your arms, and return to a high plank position. Keep your shoulders away from your ears and engage your core and leg muscles to support your body. Focus on keeping your body in a straight line and your core engaged. Chaturanga or low plank pose strengthens the upper body, engages the core, and builds endurance. Settling into locust pose, we lift the legs and chest, strengthening the back and engaging the posterior chain for better posture. Begin by lying on your stomach with your legs extended behind you and your arms alongside your body, palms facing down. Rest your forehead on the mat and relax your entire body. As you inhale, engage your core and lift your legs off the ground, keeping them straight. Simultaneously, lift your chest, head, and arms off the mat, extending them forward and upward. Keep your gaze down or slightly forward to maintain a neutral neck position. Engage your glutes and lower back muscles to lift your legs and upper body higher. Keep your shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. To release, exhale and slowly lower your legs, chest, head, and arms back down to the mat. Locust pose strengthens the back, improves posture, tones the legs and buttocks, and stimulates abdominal organs. Finding comfort in child's pose, we rest and release tension, stretching the back and hips while fostering a sense of calm. Start on your hands and knees in a tabletop position, with your knees hip-width apart and your hands slightly forward of your shoulders. Bring your big toes to touch, and then sit back on your heels, allowing your hips to sink toward your heels. Hinge forward at your hips and lower your torso down between your thighs. Walk your hands forward, extending your arms in front of you, and allow your forehead to rest on the mat. Relax your shoulders and let your upper body melt toward the floor. Take deep breaths, focusing on expanding your ribcage with each inhale and releasing tension with each exhale. Close your eyes, finding a sense of relaxation and surrender in the pose. To come out of the pose, slowly walk your hands back toward your body, lifting your torso upright, and return to a tabletop position. Child's pose promotes relaxation and stress relief, opens the hips, and rejuvenates the body. The position of the body in child's pose has a calming effect on the nervous system, helping to reduce anxiety and promote a sense of peace. Moving into cobra pose, we gently arch the back, promoting spinal flexibility and opening the heart. Start by lying face down on the floor with your legs extended behind you and the tops of your feet resting on the mat. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, palms down, fingers pointing forward. Draw your elbows in towards your body, hugging them against your rib cage. Press your palms firmly into the mat, engaging your arm muscles. As you inhale, gently lift your head, chest, and upper abdomen off the mat, keeping your lower abdomen and pelvis connected to the ground. Roll your shoulders back and down. Lengthen your neck. Maintain a gentle engagement of your core muscles, drawing your belly button towards your spine. Keep your legs active, pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. Breathe deeply. To release, exhale and slowly lower your upper body back down to the mat. Cobra pose strengthens the back and core, opens the chest and shoulders, relieves mild back pain, enhances energy and mood. Transitioning to cow face pose, we work on hip and shoulder flexibility, creating balance in the body and enhancing mobility. Begin seated with your legs extended in front of you. Bend your knees and place your feet on the floor. Slide your right foot under your left leg, bringing it close to your left hip. Cross your left leg over your right leg, stacking your left knee directly on top of your right knee. If possible, align your heels, with one foot pointing toward your opposite hip and the other foot pointing straight back. Sit evenly on your sit bones and lengthen your spine. Inhale and reach your right arm straight up. Exhale and bend your right elbow, bringing your right hand down between your shoulder blades. Reach your left arm behind your back, bending your left elbow and trying to clasp your right hand. If your hands don't reach, you can use a strap between your hands. Draw your shoulder blades together and down, opening your chest. To release, gently release your arms, uncross your legs, and extend them in front of you. Repeat on the opposite side. Cow face pose stretches the shoulders and arms, opens the chest and improves posture. The crossing of the legs in cow face pose helps to stretch and improve flexibility in the hip muscles and outer thighs. The combination of stretching and deep breathing in cow face pose can have a calming effect on the mind, reducing stress and anxiety. Progressing to boat pose, we engage the core and strengthen the abdomen, fostering a sense of empowerment and inner strength. Start by sitting on the mat with your legs extended in front of you. Place your hands on the mat just behind your hips, fingers pointing toward your feet. Engage your core muscles by drawing your belly button toward your spine. Lean back slightly, lifting your feet off the ground while keeping your legs straight. As you exhale, lift your legs up, aiming to bring them parallel to the ground. Extend your arms forward, keeping them in line with your shoulders. Lengthen your spine and lift your chest, opening your heart center. To release, exhale and gently lower your legs and torso back down to the mat. Boat pose strengthens the core, improves balance and stability, increases hip and hamstring flexibility, and enhances mental focus. Finally, we rest in corpse pose, allowing the body to fully relax and absorb the benefits of the practice, finding deep stillness and tranquility. Lie down on your back on a yoga mat. Allow your legs to relax and naturally fall open, with your feet gently flopping to the sides. Rest your arms alongside your body, palms facing up, a few inches away from your hips, with your fingers naturally curled. Find a comfortable position for your head and neck, ensuring the back of your neck is long and relaxed. Close your eyes or soften your gaze, bringing a sense of inward focus and relaxation. Scan your body from head to toe, consciously releasing any tension or holding in each body part. Bring your attention to your breath, observing its natural rhythm without trying to control it. Allow yourself to completely surrender and let go, releasing any mental or physical effort. Remain still and relaxed, practicing conscious relaxation and stillness. Corpse pose is a pose of deep relaxation, allowing you to release physical, mental, and emotional tension, promoting a state of calm and tranquility. The pose rejuvenates the body and mind, helping to alleviate fatigue and restore energy levels. You did great. Thank you for practicing with us. We are looking forward to seeing you back soon on one of carefully designed Zen2Fit classes. Remember, Yoga is a path to inner peace and contentment. It empowers you to find stillness within, even amidst life's chaos, and discover the inherent wisdom that resides in each of us. Namaste.